Hello everyone, welcome to Mr. Go channel. We are now going to proceed to chapter 5.3, Living in a Diverse Society, Why is there greater diversity in Singapore? We will be now going to chapter 5, Why is there greater diversity in Singapore, and be exploring part 3. What exactly is it? It's talking about the socio-cultural environment in Singapore. So as you know, Singapore is a vibrant business hub. We have attracted many professionals to Singapore, and when they bring their work to Singapore, eventually if they find that Singapore is a suitable place, they will like their families to settle down over here, and from there they would like to take on citizenship. We call them naturalized Singaporeans. So this has led to an increase in the social, cultural and socio-economic diversity in Singapore society. We have a number of talents actually coming to Singapore to represent Singapore, even though they are not born in Singapore, but they chose to be part of Singapore and eventually settle down as part of its citizens. So Singapore's socio-cultural environment is an important reason for migrants settling in Singapore. They know that Singapore is a multicultural society and we accept a wide range of cultures in Singapore, and if they were to settle down in Singapore, they wouldn't feel so foreign. These are the features which might appeal to potential immigrants, such as community support. You know that there will be a supportive group of people supporting them when they settle down in Singapore. Next is a safe environment. Singapore is well known for its low crime rates, and we wouldn't be surprised if they wish to continue staying in Singapore because of its safe environment. Doesn't mean that we don't have crime, it's just that we have low crime rate compared to other countries. Next, we have one of the top education system in the world, and Singapore is well known for it. We are perhaps quite close to Finland kind of education, but compared to other types of education, we are one of the leading countries. So this will be a reason why they want to settle down and let their children attend mainstream schooling. So let's address community support. Singapore is home to a wide range of ethnic communities and culture and from all over the world. And the existence of such community help foreigners feel more at home. There are many ethnic communities gathering in certain districts which actually help to strengthen their ties, and these districts are usually people of the same ethnicity. They will gather there, not necessarily living there, but they'll gather there and interact with each other and gain more friendship and support. That's where we're talking about. And these bring with them distinct national identities and ethnic practices that are unique to their countries. Perhaps their food that they are familiar with, you can get more of it there, or the ingredients to produce such food. Case study, let's look at the Japanese community. So Singapore is home to the Japanese national before World War II. And from 1980s onwards, many Japanese expatriates actually arrived with Japanese companies and MNCs setting up in Singapore. One of them will be Sony. And there's also a large number of eateries and restaurants in Singapore. This really showcase the strong Japanese influence of Singapore culture. And we would not be surprised to see a lot of Singaporeans actually love Japanese food. Some say Japan is their second home country because they love traveling to Japan, and which grew from the initial purpose of meeting the demand of Japanese. So they not just cater to Japanese, which were their previous aim, but now they cater to the entire Singapore. And the Japanese Association in Singapore, they aims to promote exchange interaction with Singaporean community, and it become an international cultural exchange ground of people to meet, chat and relax. If we take a look at the numbers from 2016, we have 53,496 ordinary members. They are Japanese national with voting rights, and we have 396 associate members which doesn't have the voting rights. And there's actually a clubhouse with built-in area over 8,000 square meters along Adam Road, which is for the Japanese club. The presence of Japanese community has added to the diversity of Singapore, no doubt. And there are actually causes of Japanese culture such as language, cooking, which are easily available at community center. The making of sushi, sashimi, these are actually very popular in Singapore. And the Japanese language can be taken as a third language for O-level, A-level and at tertiary level. And there are quite a number of Singaporeans who can speak Japanese. Numerous evidence of influence of Japanese pop culture. One of it are the movies such as Death Note around us in Singapore, and the presence of anime. Next, we take a look at a case study which is on Thai culture. So Thais are actually coming together at the Golden Mile complex along Beach Road. This has been dubbed as Little Thailand, where there are authentic Thai eateries, a large Thai supermarket and smaller convenience stores for a sense of community, familiarity and comfort. They will have provided the food, maybe the ingredients, or even the daily necessities, where the Thai actually feel that they are actually back at Thailand. That's why I call it Little Thailand. So this Thai influence can be seen in everyday life in Singapore. We can see the Thai temples in places in Singapore. We can see Chang beer, a famous product from Thailand. And we have seen Muay Thai, definitely a very, very popular sport. And last but not least, we have Thai Express, which is a restaurant serving Thai food. And not just that, there are a number of actually Thai food going around in Singapore. Next, we go on to safe environment. Migrants actually consider safety, and one of it which provides a sense of security are the safety patrols in MRTs. And foreigners and supporting communities can both thrive when the environment is safe, and that is one of the key features why they would prefer Singapore as their place to stay and eventually settle down. So Singapore environment is known as the safest place in the world with low crime rates and corruption. Based on 2014, we are the second safest globally based on social order and security. We are the second criminal justice system in terms of how just our system is, and we are the 10th globally based on various factors such as criminal justice, absence of corruption, and we are the top 10 in civil justice system. So there's criminal justice, there's also civil justice, which are talking about laws that doesn't relate to you being a criminal per se. Last but not least, we have Singapore education system. So migrants actually come to Singapore for quality education for themselves or for their children. And international students also add to the diversity in schools. You will not be surprised to see international students in our schools where they are not originally born in Singapore, but they actually study in Singapore. And Singapore education is well recognized, admired for its effectiveness and high standards. And we are becoming increasingly popular with foreigners. Tertiary institutions such as polytechnics and university have also become popular. We have international students as well. We offer high level of certification and a wide range of courses. And we all know that some of our universities are in fact near the top in the world, such as NTU and U.S. And Singapore attracted about 80,000 international students in 2014. That is enough for quite a number of schools. We have come to the end of chapter 5 part 3, and I hope that you have a better understanding of chapter 5. And that's it from me. Thank you and bye bye.